Alright, we should be back. That was weird. Don't know why I crashed. Yeah, stream crashed. We were back. If it crashes again, we'll just end it for the night, but if it doesn't, we'll see. Doing player of the month Mbappe? Yes, if we get league SBCs within the next week. I will. Honestly, champs ain't that bad, just left stick dribbling. Yeah, but remember, it's me playing. I mean, I'm assuming they think most people aren't going to do it anyways. So in their head, the way it's priced, they're not seeing it probably as something to grind. But doesn't mean they can't give us stuff for it to grind. Last year we got League SBCs in the second to last week in October, so if they could just put it a few weeks sooner, man, that'd be sick. Alright, let me hit record. Alright, dudes, it is time. Redeem finals entry. Oh, gosh. Alright, my plan of attack. I am completely separating rewards and wins from Weekend League. I am playing Weekend League to play Weekend League as an additional way to make our RTG better, potentially get some packs. I am not sweating out. If I'm having a bad weekend, don't care how many wins I get. I already looked at what 4 wins is, and if I go like 4-0 to start or go on a streak and I'm just not enjoying the second half, I'll probably gift wins and end somewhere from 4 to 6. So we'll play it by ear, but realistically, probably 50-50 would be my expectation. Tactics, I can show after this game. Yeah, I'm playing most of my games on Sunday. Jeez, sweaty team. Yeah, I want most of my games on Sunday when all the sweats are finished.
These are 2 very good teams we've got here. Let's hope the game reflects that.
Whistle blows and the first half is underway. Let the champions' drama unfold. Here's how the home side lines up. Jan Oblak is in goal. Ibrahima Konate plays alongside Deo Upamecano as the centre-backs. And they go with just...
There we go. Not a bad start to Weekend League. Pina scares you? As she should. As she should. You know who scares me? That Rodman. Oh, I played that to the top of the box. Or I should have played that in the box. See, it's little mistakes like that that can cost you.
His performances, his character, and his ability have been excellent. Hopefully the fans will see more of that over the next couple of years.
That could have been 2-0 already.
Not getting close enough here. Tony Kroos.
Ooh, great save. Ah.
Read the pass well and cuts it out. Pina.
Uh-oh.
Set up the chance. That's been cut out.
Passing's still a little wonky for me. Great save. I'm really enjoying gameplay so far this year.
Well, it was looking good, but not all the way through. No one can seem to settle on the ball. Now they've got possession. What can they do from here?
Yeah, my passing sucks, man. If I get it a little bit better, you see how many opportunities I'm creating. I got away with one there.
On the ball now to keep it. Positive play on the front foot. Played in with that. Now Saka. Oh, they've lost it. The attack is over.
Well, that's a good turnover, isn't it?
That wasn't an easy one to keep in play. Hurts. Now, can he get the cross in?
Ah,
Brilliant.
good run though.
Open invitation on the wing here. Well, under no real pressure, but unable to keep it in play. Verts.
There we go.
Another goal, and it's one that tightens their...
This guy's using the same song 3 years later. Hey, if it works, right?
So the lead is now 2 as the game restarts.
If it gets you hyped, it gets you hyped. The chill Chinese music does it for me. And they haven't patched kickoff glitch.
Lost or won just yet.
Is that an elephant? They got elephant noises in here?
And we're back underway at 2-1 now. Saka. Verts. Saka. Pushing forward now to make the right choice.
See, and just like that, it's tied right back up.
And then level with just a few moments.
Just like that.
They trailed by 2. Well, what a game this is. 2-2 as they start again. Pina. Forcing things, moving the ball nicely. Good work to beat the challenge.
But we got another back. Don't worry.
3 as she completes her hat-trick.
First half hat trick.
Performance. Time to get creative from here. Well, still trailing.
All right, come on.
Maybe an opportunity from this set piece.
We're still in this.
Well, these fans have had to be patient. Could
Pretend we're down
this be
3-0.
the equaliser?
That's done little to clear the danger. The attack broken up. Saka.
There we go.
Closed it down well.
How did that not go to Wirtz? I'm so confused. Wirtz was wide open.
That's where it ends. Verts. Yet to find a way to goal. And the attack breaks down.
Dude, what is he doing with his goalkeeper? I'm so confused. I mean, we'll take that goal. My passes are still just a little off. I'm still learning how to get more accurate.
Mariona.
So far, I'm very hit and miss.
turnover. The defence quick to snatch it back. Saka.
Good F.
And on that whistle, the first half comes to
Good
an
F.
end.
All right, 4-2. I have a little bit of a leak in my defense, but it's not because my defenders are doing bad. It's because I'm turning the ball over in a very poor position in my attack. So what I really need to do is I need Wirtz to do a better job of playing passes
Second half gets going.
outside. I'm getting to a position where I'm very much up the pitch with them. It's not that I'm forcing a pass. It's I'm playing it too cautiously. Can work on that problem. Like that. Boom.
Got to find reverse gear now.
Give myself an outlet.
Well, no chance there. That was a good bit of defending.
How does Pina now win that?
Saka. Here's Kroos. Breaking at pace. This could be dangerous.
The curtails run? Nope. Offsides.
Out of play. Throw in the card.
Oh!
And the referee
Wait! No! Oh!
pass was red and the ball has changed hands.
Brother, what was that pass? Did you see that? It wasn't even close.
Rashford. This might be promising.
Good try.
He's lost the ball and any chance has gone. Oh, good defending just when it was looking threatening.
There we go.
Beautiful ball played forward.
Yeah, what a good ball that was.
Chance to cross here. Oh, could be here.
Perfect.
It's a
Mumbo, you need to get on silver Spanish bidding. Silver rare, I mean. He quit. Ladies and gentlemen, our first win of Foot Champs. Debut game, 5-2, absolutely cooked. Had a 2-0 lead. Should have honestly had a lot more goals than that. He brought it back, made it 2-2, made it a lot closer than it should have been. But overall, I'm happy with that first win. I think that's going to be it for this episode. We're going to end it there in terms of gameplay. We'll do a little bit more menu content for you guys, make some more packs. I'm going to wait later this weekend for all the sweats to be done with gameplay. All right. Guys, you know what I am in Champs right now? What are we going to say we are in Champs right now? We're 1-0 technically, but what are we also technically? Holy airball? Yeah, I guess so. We are undefeated, boys. Alright, back to bidding. Did you do Weekend League, Steven? Key check, silver Spanish rares on console. I'm interested in bidding 350 on these. They're all selling for 1K plus. A lot of them are still up. I don't know the minimum price that they are right now, but a lot of them are still up from dailies. Not Div 6 yet, and probably only rarely play it. I feel like you can make more coins. Okay, on average, if no one rage quit 15 games and you played out 15, obviously some are going to be rage quit, some are going to go to extra time. But on average, how many hours are you putting into gameplay to play 15 games? I'm trying to compare that to bidding and flipping. I feel like it's infinitely more coins this way. Yo, I watched the video. I'm a student. I do not have much time. What about to sell only trainers and players who sell for like more than 500 and discard the rest? What do you think? That would work. I would recommend if you don't have a lot of time as a student and you're doing BPM, spam it in bulk. Yeah, quick sell the dupe stuff. Store everything else. But I would also have trading and investing on the side. Silvers can be excellent for that. Informs can be excellent for that. Having a thing that'll make you like a certain percentage weekly on average. That way, like, you can maximize your time when you're on the game. And you have cards in every area. You have some golds, some bronzes, you have some silvers. Champs is worth it, to be honest. It gives you good fodder. I think it gives you decent fodder. I'm happy with the fodder we'll get. We already secured 1 win, so worst case scenario. We get a pack. Prices continue to drop. So we'll keep club stocking. Flipping dupes. So you would like keep those who are not duplicates to see if they sell at more money with an SBC? If we're talking BPM, yes. I store every player that's not a dupe when I do BPM. For example, for days like today. I don't know if you saw before. Here's some screenshots of my transfer list for bronzes. These were like the lower ones. Same with some silvers. A lot of stuff I missed when they were 3K plus today. This is all stuff people would have tried to sell for 200 within the moment. Alright, some more BPM as well. Wait, I just thought of something. Might be the dumbest thing ever or the most genius thing ever. Silver flipping. Daily premium gold. Figure out the math of the difference of the stuff in here from the 7.5K is the amount of coins you need to make back minimum. Make a little more than those coins. Open the daily. Do another daily preview. Over and over and over. Each time you never have to technically buy it. And you're already making back the difference before you even open it. Hypothetically, especially early on, you pack something crazy. You can also have that screenshot and put it on Twitter that shows that you packed it from a gold pack, right? So let's see, what's that? Okay. 2K-ish. Got some gold commons. Like, there's some solution ones. Like, oh, you know what? Doing this on days when you have a lot of golds needed for the daily SBC would actually be not that bad of a move. One, two, and champs shouldn't have lost that game. Just lost the goalkeeper on crack. I had 70% possession, 25 shots, and he had 3, and you lose 2-1. Jeez, man. But I would rather get more profit in liquid coins than less. Okay, now I'm keeping every player or trainer who does not sell, but like, how do I see if they increase all day? Daily SBCs. Check the sort of things that are needed for it. So sometimes it's specific nations. Sometimes it's a lot from one league. For example, today, lots of golds were needed in the challenge today. But a lot of rares were needed too, and you didn't have to use all golds. So in my head, I'm like, okay, bronze rares are going to be important for this. Bronze rares shot crazy in price. So then you just look through bronze rares. A lot from the same nation needed, so you can look for top nations. Boom. A lot of those went up. There's SBC solutions on Footbin, FootGG. Both of those give you SBC solutions that those players go up. There's Discords you can join, ours, other people's that share our players we're selling at. If you're in the live stream, you can see players I'm selling, what I'm selling, prices I'm selling for. Gold pack method doesn't work, Mumble. Let's not force it. Gold pack method is not a good method. The jumbo gold pack method, though, on the other hand, they'll know soon enough. You couldn't write. Just all because his Olive Khan saves every shot? I mean, sounds like you just weren't clinical, buddy. I don't know. Sounds like you could have tapped in a few. Dude, if we get League SBCs and it's the Jumbo Gold again, I want to do League SBCs more than I've ever done before. Like, my hunger for that pack specifically. We could also do a thing where we save, like, the Prime Gold for Team of the Year. And we open everything else, so we're still getting a lot of cards back for League SBCs. We're still doing consistent pack openings. We no longer have the million packs across the screen anymore. They're saved under one individual pack. So, it's doable. Yeah, gold pack method is not really a method as much as it is taking advantage of the time. It's a rich man... Gold pack method, specifically when there were 5K gold packs, is a rich man's BPM. Back when there's position modifiers and 5k gold packs, there was no reason not to do gold pack method. Do you remember those days? Almost every single pack would like have a cam to center mid, CDM center mid, striker to center forward. Oh. The players, save them for daily SBCs. Oh. All gold commons were always like 400 plus coins with repeatables, sometimes 500 plus. Gold, man. Those were the days. Squad fitness too. Ooh, dude, don't make me act up right now. Do you remember when they needed fitness cards that were so long? Like 1k to buy one? Yeah, the squad fitness. I made so many coins off of squad fitnesses. Those were the best lazy list cards. You had to spend like 3k every 3 games, unless you played with like 2 squads. Okay, so now big trust in you, bro. I'm passing daily and live to see what bronzes I have to sell. Question, wait, time. Well, you just said, okay, so now big trust in you. Are you saying, because of the things I'm saying, you're going to put trust in me? Don't do that. Wait till what I says works, and you see it happen for yourself and other people and me. Then have trust that these methods work. I think you're on the right track, but you haven't. If you were here for the daily SBC today, you would have seen it in real time. But like silver commons, been perfect so far. BPM is always perfect. Invest in Mendy. Let's do it. How much is Mendy? I do want to make a Mendy move this year to make back my coins though. But yeah, you'll notice specifically with silver commons and BPM, these are literally 2 of the most. Obviously, nothing's ever 0 risk. The lowest risk amount possible of a method. Have you seen all these fake Evos? I have not. What are the fake Evos? Plus, by the way, I need to. Play a game to get both of these evoed. Would my endo work? He gets to an 80 passing. How many positions can he play? 4 positions. 3 play styles. He can't. Okay. So Brobby can. Yeah. So we're gonna do Brobby. Then we're gonna keep hitting him with the +1 passing, dribbling, shooting evos that keep coming out until we better around his card. Oh, I need to record that real quick. Hold on. Sunderland team is coming together well. We have 2 Evos currently going on Mayenda to get him to 80 dribbling, and then Diardia to get him long ball passing. both of those put them in good positions. Obviously, Mayenda has good stats already. New Evo today for strikers. Mayenda has too many positions, so he doesn't fit the 8th King of Rome, sadly, which could have potentially taken him to an 85 card. But instead, we get to upgrade our striker in our squad, Brabi, baby. So Brabi will become an 82. We could put some shooting, some dribbling, some passing Evos on him that are consistently repeatable to get those stats up a little bit. But with 83 physical already on his card, with a target forward plus, he is sitting extremely pretty. Get him a few more play styles would be nice too. But 4-star weak foot, 3-star skill moves, very good physique. Pause, not physique. Very good physical. I mean, to be fair, he has a good physique too. Man is built. He is like a truck up front. Good luck taking him out. We got a well-rounded striker that hopefully we can continue evoing as the year goes on. Are they first owner? A lot of these will end up getting first owner after we start the evos, sadly. I didn't want to just sit there and spam packs until we got them all first owner. I wanted to start some of these early. But the main question I have, we have an arrow spin that we can do twice, and we have ice cold that we can do twice. One of the things I want to do with my coins this year is I want to take advantage of as many of these as possible. The ice cold looks insane, and I could see Mayenda fitting this really well. Look at Mayenda's card. He's in an Evo, so I can't do it right now. Let's use Enzo Lefebvre as an example. Ooh! That looks beautiful. But I'm hoping for Scream promo that they have one with bats coming off of it. If they have ones with bats coming off of it, if I could get Mayenda and Brabi to have bats coming off of them, that would be the most disgustingly cold thing in the world. So we have those. We'll see what can happen though, man. Dude, Team of the Weeks dropped from bronze packs still. There are 4 Team of the Weeks this week that are base bronzes that you can pack. We've packed 2 of them already. So yes. Ready to have 20k left, and obviously silvers aren't really selling right now. Do I reinvest with all or sink it into BPM? I would spam 150 bids and sell for 250. Do you have a lot of silvers in your club? Like, are you club stocked? Or are you out of silvers in your club completely? A decent amount of silvers, probably close to 200 center backs. Try to sell those for, look right now for center backs. See if in general you can get 300 within the hour for them, since most of them are dropping. I just mass list them for 250 because all those you'll win back tomorrow for 150, more likely than not with the supply. So in my head, you're getting a 250 now. Worst case scenario, it doesn't sell, you put it back in your club, but you're making another additional 100 coins on each and every single one of these cards. That's getting you an additional 20k that you wouldn't have had before. That not only can fund your BPM, that'll fund your club stock tomorrow. That'd be my recommendation. So instead of bidding right now, just list those center backs while you continue to do BPM. How's that sound? When it stopped with the BPM, I went from 13k to 4k, even made like 7k because of that. When you have less than 100k with BPM in your club stock and most of your stuff, and you're not trading on the side, your coins are going to very quickly get less liquid and more on the investment side of things. So I would make sure you're out trading whatever you're investing by spamming bids. In general, you are very low on coins even before you started this. I would say today and tomorrow, just focus on getting 50 to 100k with silvers Once you get to that point, you'll never have to worry about coins again. Just flip silvers. Very easy to do. Start learning that market and have that forever pay for any of the bronze pack method you want to do. That way, when you get into the hundreds of thousands of coins, the millions of coins, you don't even have to do both at the same time. You can just enjoy spamming BPM, and then you can enjoy silvers, you can enjoy informs, you can enjoy whatever it is you want to do as you're trading or investing outside of that. Right now, it's hard because you're so low, but take the little bit of time to work it up, and I'm promising you it's all going to be so much more smooth. Was it to flip silvers? If you look in the description of the stream, we have a video that's titled How to Make Unlimited Coins on Silver Players. That makes us 10 million plus coins every single year without fail. Many people in our community make millions upon millions of coins just from that method alone. Highly recommend it. You're watching part of it right now, but that video explains like everything you need to know about it, from trading and investing to flipping to sniping. We show you kind of like every aspect of the market. And like I said, it could take you from 10K to 50K easily tonight. The one with rig in the photo, yes. That is the one. Do you use Pale Tools, Tamper Monkey, or the other Pale Tools? Tamper Monkey. I have no idea. I use Platas. I don't know if that's different. I doing silvers a lot more this year because I like nothing last year because I didn't really play the game because I didn't enjoy it. I still made like 700K in a short period last year. W, man. Thanks for the advice, Arlo. No problem, buddy. Yeah, best thing you can do early on, in my opinion, is silvers. The ROI from a percent standpoint, the return on investment, there's really nothing like it. How many other cards can you close to doubling your coins and everything? And then, like, 1000x in others. Edwards is a decent card. Curious what Edwards would have been if they got promoted. Best part about silvers, even if selling for like 200, you get so many sales for 300 anyway because people don't look at prices. Yeah, it's all low to them. Even like SBC solutions, we all go crazy for the amount of coins we get, right? We sell for these insane prices. But like from another person's standpoint, if they have most of the cards already in their club and they need to buy one card off the market and it happens to be a 73 rated Portuguese center back and the cheapest one on the market for them to get it done is 2K, but it gets them the chem and they don't know if anything else would work, they're willing to spend 2K in their head for that mega pack. And if the pack they're going for is tradable, even better. because they see it as like, oh, I'm going to make more coins off this pack than I'm spending. So it's like you both end up benefiting from it. Same way with like bronzes, right? When a bronze has value and you list it to the market, how many times do we have people, and I'll give you an example right now. How many times do people spam BPM and they ask how much managers are going for, right? Because they don't know exactly how much managers are going for. And then you have times where in the process of people figuring out how much managers go for, you say, oh, I think it's around this, I'm going to undercut. And you list it for 2.3K when they go for 2.8K within the hour. And some random person makes 500 coins. Not only once, but potentially snipes 2 in the span of 20 seconds. Potentially 3 in the span of 30 seconds. So even with like things like BPM, the same way we look at our club stock, we're looking at the daily SBC. Look at the things that are making coins and ask yourself like, hey, that has value. How can I make coins off of that? Even if I'm not doing the method directly. I notice managers are up in BPM. What can I do? What nation is it? What's the reason? I noticed this nation's down. Will it go back up? If so, would it make sense? By doing that, you create lanes for yourself where you can make even more coins. Example is the other day, Brazil managers and French managers were basically 2K. I'm like, these are way too low. So I started sniping Brazil managers, and this is over the course of probably 10 minutes of sniping. You ready? This was over the course of 10 minutes of sniping. 200 coins for a Brazil manager. 400. 250. 600. 200. Easiest coins in the world. Alright, people are on center backs for 200 still. Dang, most of those are dupes already. Let's go. Rabillard. What a wild name. Alright, I need to make a coffee, boys. Anybody else want one? Alright, BRB. Give me 1 minute. Snake wants one? I bet. Alright, I gotta piss real quick. Food is being made. Just ignore me then? What'd you say? Make me one, please. I didn't see... Literally, Snaggy's message showed up before yours. I'll make two. All right, we got some vegetables. Got some nachos. We are ready. We are ready, boys. Yo, I started watching the video and I understood the method. I bought like 8 silvers at 150, 200 coins. Now what do I do? Sorry, I am Italian. Maybe I didn't understand it in the video. Right now, most cards go for, in the hour, 250 coins. So anything that you bid 150, you could make 100 plus coins on. Easy coins. Sometimes things are SBC solutions. They could go for a little bit more. Sometimes things go for a little bit less. That's the method. You figure out what all cards are going for. Bare minimum on the market. Right now everything's 200 plus. Most things are 250 plus. You 150 bid. Guaranteed 100 coins right now. But also as an investment, you're good to go. Would you recommend sell weekly team to go full liquid and invest? If so, what do you do with 500k? If you're done with Weekend League by tomorrow, new content, we're going to get the re-up of the Prime, Bronze, and Silver players tradable packs. So there's going to be huge influx of Bronze Rares and Bronze Commons on the market, Silver Rares and Silver Commons. I would spam a degenerate amount of open bids for Silver Commons. Done with Weekend League now, to be fair. You can do some now. You're going to have competition now, but an hour after new content, there should be very little competition. Bum, 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 bum. Obviously, if I see someone selling at more, I sell it at more. Yes. That's where SBC solutions come in. And that's where the club stocking and the flipping comes in too. I'll show you what I mean by that. I'm going to show you like 50 photos of things that we picked up at basically bare minimum price and what we sold at. This is just the benefit of club stocking. You starting to get the idea? Some Evos, some daily SBCs. Thank you for the follow, buddy. The more you club stock, the more you can do this. All right. Lots of competition right now. Let's see what we have in the club. An emergency room for the pup all day. Finally home. What are we working with tonight? What's up? Sorry about that. Hopefully your pup's doing better. Daily SBC today in the challenge section. Lots of bronze rares. Top nation not only shot up in price, are still up. So look through all your top nations. A lot of German and Spanish ones specifically. 3 center back formation. Left back, right back. Silver market last night and early this morning, everything was 300 within the hour. So we got rid of everything. Went down from 2,000 silvers last week to under 800 by the end of today. Started restocking a little bit. Now flipping some more. We get the refresh of the prime gold or the prime bronze and the prime silver tomorrow, so even more supply. I have almost 700K. What would you recommend I do? Go all in as much as you can on silver commons tomorrow for 150. Hundreds of thousands of coins into them. I'd also do the same to all top nation bronze rares tomorrow. I'd get basically one of each for 150 coins. I'd get top nation silver rares tomorrow for 300 coins. Get as many as you can. A lot of top leagues too. Boom, 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 boom. There's Campos. Ooh. How about defenders? What are we working with today? Some actually bid on silvers, less than the buy now. Applies to any market. If everything's 200 plus, the most I bid is 150. If everything's like, let's say 300 plus within the hour and I can't win 150 bids, I maybe bid 200. The thing I avoid doing though, I'm blaming Antonio. I'm blaming Antonio. Antonio, that's your fault. I was not paying attention. Antonio, you owe me 280K, brother. 220K. Bro forgot the extra 0. Literally. But no, the market has a consistency, it feels like, throughout the week. I would not get in the habit of really filling your club with low-end silver commons for more than 150, 200. 200, you can still be safe. It's not optimal. I'd only really do 150. Where you want to save the little bit higher bidding is for like things more like top nations, higher rated, top leagues. That's where I would look to spend a little bit more. I wonder if I would have even got that if I was right on it. I bet there would have been some snipe bot that would have beat me to it. Yo, Mbappe, what's up, buddy? How we doing today? Just buying at 150 and selling at 250 every silver. Not even that. The club stocking aspect, remember. You can flip right now to make coins, for sure. But, like, there'll be times where you'll maybe complain and be like, yo, Mumbo, why are silvers not going for 200? Not everything's going for a 200 buy now right now. Silvers are so low in price. Does this method even work anymore? When you just made 100K on the flips you did, you now have 100K to easily mass bid and fill your club for 150. And then when everything's selling for 250, 300, you're going to be like, yo, Mumbo, it's impossible for me to bid 150 on cards right now. That's a good problem to have. Get rid of everything you have. Double your coins, and then reinvest when it goes back down. Rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. 50K comes 100K. 100K becomes 200K. 200K becomes 400 to 500K. 500K with SBC solutions and all these other things while you're massively filling your club and constantly selling. Easily at $1 million within a month if you continuously do it. We made $1 million in 1 week doing that. See, it's things like that, though, with that card popping up, that now makes me think it's possible to happen often. It's like fishing, right? You get a big fish on your line, your first cast. Makes you think you're going to catch something big when it gets off. And then you're out there all day, casting in the same spot, even though it was lucky in a one-off. Mumble last. What'd you say, Bradley? What we restocking tomorrow? Silver commons for 150. Silver rare top nations for 300. Bronze rare top nation. 100,000 plus coins I would put into bronze rares if you are empty. Not only is that a good investment for like days like today where they went to the absolute moon and you had so many sell for 2K, 3K plus, because it already has value to it, a lot of those cards, same day you could pick up, could also sell same day. Especially Spain, especially Germany. So keep that in mind. You could have a quick turnaround on those. No, I meant we are restocking at new content tomorrow. An hour after new content. When all the open bids start. When people open the pack. Because we get a refresh of last Saturday's Prime Bronze and Prime Silver. I almost missed that because I thought that was the same card. Would silver valuables now? Would you sell silver valuables now before supply tomorrow? You are about 12 hours late to selling your silvers. You should have been completely out of silvers last night to this morning. You can still sell, but prices have rapidly dropped. Everything was 300 plus at this time yesterday. And like 8 hours after. Michaela Johnson, can you be more specific? You gotta give like, it sounds like an American, so I'll look American, but. Did I list at the wrong price? No, I get you gave me the full name so I can find her individually. But you got to give more indicators like name, nation, position, league, so we know what other things to look for too. Because it's not always just one card. It's other cards like that. That was such a quick turnaround. How much did we just make on that? I mean, I'll take those coins. Basically instantly. Should we try 67K now? I'll do 68 on this one. Any other sell women's striker? Thank you, buddy. I'll take a yonder in a bit. $64. 64 flat. Another 64 flat. Come on, someone undercut it. 62K and under. Does anyone know how much shadows are going for right now? Because if I can sell that one for 68, then we can snipe one for 62 and under and list it with a shadow for 70K maybe? Add a little bit more value to it. Alright, we'll try to get one more snipe. These are the sort of things I'm looking at now that we have more coins liquid. Just finding things that you can make a few thousand on. Nothing too crazy. Not going like an all-out investment. I should have taken a screenshot of the king that popped up. It's got the rarest pack ever, bronze pack with 2 informs. Did you actually take a screenshot of that? I wanted that so bad this week. You accomplished our dream, buddy. W. Shadow for 63. We'll put that one up for 69. All right, we'll take a look at her and the other NWSL cards. I feel like I cleared most of my NWSL cards, so I don't know how many I have left. She's right there. But she's like 1K. Alright, a few of them have value in here. All the commons. Yeah. 59 rate German center back. Can't believe that sold instantly for 66K. Called Frisker. Alright, I'm now dropping my dupes to 250, boys. Officially. Do I have them? We probably do. I just got to get through these to make space. Otherwise, we won't be able to list those. Boom, 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 boom. All right. NWSL. think Shepard was the other one that had value. German center back, you said? There is. Look at those heavy undercuts. See, that's the only thing is, like, do you keep undercutting the undercut, or do you list for too much and have it not sell within the hour? That's the harsh reality of the trade-offs. Lots of undercuts. That's how quick SBC solutions happen too, man. Because not only are all the people looking for the SBC to use, they're also looking for the SBC to sell. And a lot of times too, fun fact, how long have you guys been following the channel? Just out of curiosity. If you're lurking in chat, put a comment of how long you think you've been watching me for. Like, when did you start? A year ago? This year? Brand new? Like 5 years? I'm going to explain one of my favorite ever methods with 2 cards that a few years ago worked. Insane. But I'm curious if anyone was here for it. Max 1 week? Okay, so you would... Like FIFA 22 to 24? Okay. So Bradley, possibly. 23? Okay. So we had 2 methods that we used to do back in the day that we still do, but had a even better use for back in the day. We had silver common center backs, where I'd mass bid 150, and then throughout the day I'd just min list 300. Max by now 400. I wouldn't even check cards. I just list hundreds a day at that price. Another one I did was silver libs. I'd mass spend silver libs like 350, knowing that everything was already 600 plus, but I'd list at like 800 to 1,000. And I'd list hundreds a day at that price. Sometimes without checking, just listing it all together. Reason I did that was you'd have things that wouldn't sell, and you'd keep relisting, and you have other things that would almost go instantly. Or they wouldn't go 1 hour, but in the next hour, 5 minutes in, they would go. Because we had all these different cards, some became SBC solutions, so we got to be a part of its rise up. And then others were on the way down, so it might have sold instantly, but then kept falling in price. So one of the cool things about filling your club and selling only dupes as a trading tip and investment is anytime a card sales, anytime you sell a card, you could always check the card in your club then. So you could use that as an indicator too. If you guys don't want to like really search too crazy in terms of anything else, and you're only flipping dupes, look to see what went. Okay, my burn went. Is burn all of a sudden an SBC solution? Let me go look at his price. Burn only one. How much is he going for now? And you'd be surprised how many additional coins you could make on that. Trader, what's up, buddy? I hate listing lib and sud cards for cheap. Started watching in 22, 23. I just had multiple accounts, forget details so many times. Grade my team and now down to 200K. Any advice on how to get my coins back up? Yep, tomorrow or today, depending on what time it is. At new content, we're going to get a refresh of the Prime Bronze and the Prime Silver Players Packs. That's going to flood the market with Bronze Rares, Bronze Commons, Silver Rares, and Silver Commons. I'd spam bid 150 on Silver Commons tomorrow, hour after new content. I'd spam bids 300 coins on Silver Rare Top Nations, and Bronze Rare Top Nations I'd do 150 spam bids. That's going to help you a lot. I just wonder what your thoughts are about Mbappe Player of the Month, and you're thinking about completing him, and how, if so, would I need some tips? Want to make him myself. I want to do him. If we would have gotten League SBCs today with him, I would have 100% started Dread. But since we don't really have a good repeatable to grind, there's really not a good way to pack fodder. And unless you already have millions of coins, most people will very much struggle to get him done. My recommendation, whether you want to do him or any other player SBC, is you could save any of the untradeable fodder that you're getting, both in your club and in your dupe storage, if you pack stuff. So if you wanted to spam BPM, you could. If you wanted to do like all the packs on the menus, you could. If you want to play gameplay and open packs, you could do all those things that you'd have to do on a weekly basis to make progress by the end of next month. However, things to consider. Right now, it's extremely expensive, not only because it's Mbappe, but because there's a lot of 89 rated teams, and there's not a lot of 89 plus rated players. We're going to get more and more cards that will have higher ratings that will help with that. Both as cheap SBCs, you'll see a player that's decent rated for a cheap team. You'll have pack pull promo cards yourself. You have random objective cards. Bunch of ways you can slowly get fodder over time and kind of save for those final big squads. However, the big thing is, with dupe storage, you can save a lot of your high-end fodder, any of your fodder, and you don't have to submit any into a single SBC until you're ready. So what you could do is you could kind of pace it out and be like, okay, realistically, if he has 24 squads, I basically, if I can do a squad a day, early days, maybe I take out some of the lower ones, get the fodder for it, but not complete it. If I can like track and make sure that I could get to the point where it's like, hey, by the end of the month, maybe I need to buy a few cards for each of the 89 rated teams, but I got a lot of fodder for it. Sweet. If you're on pace to do that, that's awesome. If not, don't worry about doing it. But yeah, I'm waiting for League SBCs. Once League SBCs come out, we'll make a how to make unlimited packs from it. Show you how to just endlessly spam League SBCs like we did last year. That's going to be the most helpful thing in my opinion. Dang, he's already rising even more. Let's go. No, he's right in the middle. No, he's right in the middle. You know what could be interesting? I got an idea. So all La Liga silver rares are 700 plus. Not a lot of Spanish ones too. Right in the middle. God is in the high, God is in the low, God is in the fire and the afterglow, chasing the brittle. Yeah, he's right in the middle. Coming for you too. God is in the high, God is in the low, God is in the fire and the afterglow. Forward to champs, W man. He's in the middle. No, he's right in the middle. Alright. Alright, let's make some more upgrade packs. God is in the hand. I'm just gonna start doing investments as well as silver trading because if investments don't work, silver's backing up. Yep, that's my logic. I essentially limit my high-end investment risk or high-end trading risk Because I always diversify silvers. So it's like, I'll gamble in the hero market. If I don't make as many coins as I thought or I lose, I make it infinitely more with my silvers. Always right in the middle. What's the plan to get League SBCs? If we get, or what's the plan to get Mbappe? If we get League SBCs now to the next week, I'll do him by spamming League SBCs. If we don't, I'm not doing them. Van Bommel. Like, how are we going to get fodder? Exactly. Without League SBCs, without a good repeatable, there's not too many ways to get fodder outside of low-end stuff. So we can't really do much. Yep. It'd be the most EA thing to bring it exactly out when it came last year, which would be the last week of Mbappe. Otherwise, you really can't do Mbappe. You could. You just would already have to have millions of coins worth of both fodder, liquid coins, continue to make liquid coins, continue to make fodder, fodder investments, like all that stuff. So people in the zombies beta literally got out of the spawn and are in the rest of the map. That's wild. Have a nice day, man. Going to sleep? All right, see you, buddy. By the end of this week, should be on 300k. Horrible thing is if I wasn't, it'll pass week and a half. Would have put effort in to trade, but I ain't. Like, I've done barely any this week with like 70, 80k. Yeah, I'm like, again, don't take things day by day. You can take things week by week, month by month. As long as you're going in a positive direction rather than a negative direction, it's all good. Yonto. Nice. I'd the BP method good right now. Are you asking if the bronze pack method is good right now? It's been phenomenal today. These camps. Dude, his hair. Beautiful. Lorient. W. God is in the high, God is in the low, God is in the five in the afterglow, chasing the brittle. I don't know if you have to try Xavi Simmons this year, but his gold Cam is one of my favorite cards. I would try him at Cam, but I have Warts first owner and I have Dabinia first owner, who both are absolute ballers too, so it'd be difficult for me to not use them. Picked up 87s for 8,700. Spent around 800K. Hopefully I picked a good price and they don't crash more. What did you, what are they at right now? I have like 10K. Should I full bronze packs? How are you gonna spam bronze packs? 10K. What's your plan there? Love Warts first owner, Liverpool fan, so it'd be amazing. We could pack them. Around 9K, some are a little more. So, for 8,700, you picked up around 800K. Are you listing all those cards, like lazy listing them right now to see if you could get some sales above its current price? Or are you just holding off everything? Would you sell silvers like St. Collins and Meek now before supply tomorrow? I would assume everything would go down in value due to supply. Obviously, there could be like a very specific SBC that comes out too, and those things will have value regardless. But I would view it as all the people who missed out on opportunities to get these big boys for their silver teams are going to use tomorrow to do that with all the supply. So, how much did you get them for, and how much are they currently, would be my question. He's right in the middle. Holding everything. Maybe I'll use this tomorrow. Too tired now from full run of champs. Selling whole team and buying these 87s. I feel like long term you're good, right? More time for people to do Mbappe or Stardom. You have other player of the months coming out. Hopefully Robin Roofs or Xhaka. But if it's Holland, that's going to be more squads. Probably some cheaper ones. Like instead of a bunch of 89s, probably be like a bunch of 87s. Jeffrey, that looks nice. Good luck with Van Dijk tradable pull. Nice. As you should. Honestly, 87s, 88s, 89s will be great over the next few weeks due to multiple player of the months, but I don't know if you know Teddy 127. He reckons 88s will be best. Yeah, I know him. He's a cool dude. What is he? I saw he had a bunch of Rodgers, right? You've been marked by the curse. You got lazy list earlier for 45K for Roger and pick him up at like 34K, so like 10K profit or something. Nice. Let's see. Ooh, Burrows. Getting all the people who lost the playoff semifinal. Are there any remedies to being temporarily disabled or bidding on a web app companion? Yep. So if you're wait, hold on. Disabled before bidding. So if you're on the web app and you got bid banned temporarily, two things you can do in the moment. If it's not an actual like bid ban and it's just that message that keeps popping up that says like you can't place a bid right now or whatever, technically a soft ban or whatever that is. You can add the card to your watch list and then try a bid. Usually I can bid 5 to 10 more cards doing that. So if you're not bidding on hundreds upon hundreds and you want just a few more, that's an easy fix sometimes. Oh, we just got the insane center back. Hold on. Switch from web app to companion app. You can keep bidding. Switch from PlayStation 5 to PlayStation 4 and go through that whole process, and that'll help too. Ex-Peterborough player, love him when he was playing for us. Dude, I loved him so much too when he was playing for you guys because I wanted Sunderland to get him. Almost scored in the playoff finals. Offsides goal though. Loki kind of want to chuck him into weekend league. That's the kind of pulls I'm talking about with BPM. If it wasn't for him at Wembley versus Wickham, we would have lost. Wickham is just the most anti-football footballing team ever. They'll have moments of brilliance, moments of skill, but in general, just play so piss poor. It pisses me off. When Sunderland played him in the playoff final, that was Akinfenwa's last competitive game before he retired. They subbed him on for like the last 15 minutes. And it was just Akinfenwa up top trying to body Sunderland center backs. It was like one of the last plays of the game. He got a header, and there was 4 Sunderland guys jumping on top of him to make sure he couldn't get turned. Yep. They're always the boogeyman team for Sunderland, too. It was always like Wickham away. Bum, bum, bum. All right, let's get the rest of these open. God is in the high, God is in the low, God is in the fire, the afterglow. Chasing. No, it's right in the middle. One. Jesus. 58 pace, my brother. What did they do to you? These Peterborough lost all our best players like Harrison Burrows, Ronnie Edwards. Ronnie was another one. Poku. Oh. I'm so happy for QPR, man, but I wanted Poku so bad too. Mason Clark, loads of others. If we won promotion that year, we had all of them. I think we would have. You don't think you would have lost them, yeah. But like, there's pros and cons in that too, right? Like the amount of money you guys made from those sales, assuming they weren't like in the last year of their contract, and then they left on freeze. Did Poku leave on a free? Did Kwame sign a new deal? Your silvers are not selling because silvers are rapidly dropping in price, buddy. Like we said they would. The time to sell was like 24 hours ago up until like 18 hours ago. Everything since has been just steady decline. Into tomorrow. But then the massive decline. Morton. What's the best time to sell usually? When they're 250, 300 plus within the hour. That could be a mix of the daily SBC. That could be a mix of lack of supply. But it's when the market's already up is the best time to sell. We would have had it a few days ago be the case, but we had that SBC that sent everything to under 200 by now within the hour. I think it was Tuesday. And that was really pissing me off because I was going to unload earlier in the week. And then I had to restock all over again. But then we unloaded yesterday. So it's just mainly kind of tracking the market daily SBCs. Saturday in particular, knowing we get supply that day. Hoping for an up in the market and then sell when everything's up. It was good money. Got like $5 million for Mason Clark. 3-4 for Edwards. Can't remember how much for Poku, to be honest. He might have left on a free. I can't remember. I know Poku was one of those. If Sunderland would have stayed down, they would have been interested in. But most money wasted on non-league young players, which could work out even infinitely better. But I don't know how your guys' scouting network is. Was Edwards an academy player, or did you guys buy him? What are you doing with these? Daily SBCs, more upgrade packs, League SBCs eventually. Gold upgrades, Monday's repeatables, player picks. Oku, ooh. Four-star. Wait, you can play striker too. Low-driven shot and game changer. Wait, and wait. OKOU. Nah, we found a demon. I know one of you picked up the other one. I'm not stupid. Which one of you did it? Who was it? Pretty sure we made great players, but this year not clicking. Ronnie Edwards was from Barnet. Everyone said he would be shit, but in first run because everyone said he wasn't good. Then bang, but I got 13 wins with him. He's better than Mbappe. But it's like, who went to Watford when we first bought him? Now everyone says he's awful. He'll get nowhere. Now he's at Watford. Like we're doing something right. It's one of those things where it's very interesting how players develop. How, like, obviously you can buy someone who has an experience in the league and comes with a price tag. But, like, there's also just, like, a system of play. Characteristics you look at a player. And, like, putting those things together and be like, okay, I feel like this player can continue to grow and do well here. Like, Sunderland's found some gems where it's like, dang, how has no one seen this person before? And then others, it's like, dang, it's a 5-year contract? You sure he's not leaving this summer? Sure he's not on a free? One of the guys we packed in bronze packs before and we stopped because he was a Portuguese kid, Luis Himir Semedo. He joined Sunderland the other year and had the most ridiculous preseason. One of his first goals was like way outside the box, got the ball, just turned and popped it top bins. His highlights, all in youth goals in Portugal, were super exciting. Brighton was scouting him. Sunderland beat Brighton to him. He was like a very up-and-coming European talent. Just did not apply himself whatsoever. Partly it was Sunderland sold Ross Stewart. Sunderland had some injuries to strikers, and he kind of got thrown in right away and didn't give him time to develop. But then he went on loan. Get this. He didn't get a lot of playtime, and when he did get playtime, he did poorly. He got put on loan to Juve. Juve got him on loan and then put him on the C team at Juve. Now I think he's back in Portugal. Bully. Ruben, it is not time to say, it is time to show. Quote tweet. Second minute, Isidore. Goal Sunderland. Wait, Diddy was found guilty today? $50 months only? Ah, bro. Throw that man away and lock the key. Lock that man away and throw away the key, I meant. What's all my 88s? Silver cell, I should be around 215... 230k, so let's go. I sniped 88s earlier, so cheap, can't moan. Leo, Hilda, Leo, Hilda. Another first owner Sunderland card. And you guys wonder why I do this. You guys wonder why. Another former Sunderland player. The most likable, but the most underperforming man of all time. Man gets loaned out every 6 months. I don't think he's ever actually played for Leeds. All right, time to record the next part of the video, boys. put some of the silvers in. Bro, did you finish Mbappe? Yeah, he wasn't good, though. He only scored 4 goals in our first game, so we quick sold him. Hilda. W. W. What else were we going to show? Oh, we're going to show the center back. Okay. All right, from BPM, we had over 100 two-player silver packs. In the process of doing that, we got Dan Ballard first owner before we even started Evos for him. So that's awesome. We're going to have that card first owner. We got Leo Hilda as well, first owner. So that's another one we're going to have before we start. Slowly just going to continue to get the other silver Sunderland players first owner. I packed an Enzo Lefebvre gold first owner. But the thing is, I've already started Evos on these guys. Elderte has an inform. If we pack his inform from Weekend League or something tradable, I'll put him in. But like honestly, I like the mix of first owner. I like the mix of the Evos. We started with the ones. I don't think I really care if we have a full first owner team. If it ends up being that way eventually, that's awesome. But I'm happy with the balance we struck so far. All right, let's go make some more gold upgrades now. People's moaning about getting no champs qualifying points after finishing champs. But I don't know. I give people reason to play rivals, get rewards. So then killing 2 birds with 1 stone. It's one of those where I can understand both perspectives. It's one of those where it's like, if I was someone who didn't want to play Div Rivals and I could just play Foot Champs for the rewards and then not have to worry about the game for the rest of the week and then play on the weekend, I get that. But then on the flip side, kind of like you're saying, I get like, hey, to get the points, you're also getting rewards for Div Rivals. So, like, either way, I feel like it ends up being kind of somewhat the same thing to a certain extent. Obviously, you're playing more games playing Div Rivals too, but yeah, I don't know. If it wasn't that, people would complain about something else. There's always going to be complaints, is what I'm learning. But also to remember, rewards in general this year aren't as good as last year. That shouldn't be a negative thing. That should be a positive thing for when it comes to your guys' account balance. Less pressure on the gameplay. More pressure on the menus. Play the gameplay to enjoy it and have fun. Rewards are just a bonus that comes on top of that. Instead of playing the game mode for the rewards, you're getting rewards for playing the game mode would be the way I'd look at it. Have you guys played anybody who has the ice on their cards yet? Spent the 50K on it? Like, majority of people have been grateful for this year because it's proved they could make a decent game. That the small minority who like this year, it's awful. My thing with any game is this, and call me crazy. You can say I'm sucking off companies, I'm coping, whatever you want to call it. When I buy games, specifically 2 games, Call of Duty and FIFA, EAFC, both games I don't expect to be the greatest game ever. I enjoyed it from my childhood enough to want to continue playing it. And for FIFA, used to be Call of Duty I made content on, but for FIFA / EAFC now, I make content on this. So I'm going to be playing the game regardless. But finding areas where I can genuinely enjoy the game, I've never understood the people who... It's one thing not enjoying the game. Plenty of people don't enjoy a game. It's the people who don't enjoy a game, but play the game and watch the game while complaining about the game. And it's like, if you're not enjoying the game, just call it quits. No one's forcing you to be here. No one's forcing you to play. You can give suggestions to potentially make the game better and say like, oh, if they did this, it'd be so much better. I don't get why EA doesn't do it. I'm getting sick of them. But a lot of times it's the same people who, it's almost like they want a reason to complain. And if everything was perfect in their eyes, it would still find a reason to complain. Like, it'll never be good enough. Like, I guarantee you, the people complaining about Mbappe being out and League SBCs not being out would be the same people that if they dropped League SBCs today, would be like, bro, League SBCs this early? Dude, EA's just giving up on the game, man. The power curve, a prime gold players pack, unlimited times? Dude. What's the point of me playing Foot Champs now when this SBC gives such better rewards, man? Or they make the rewards worse than League SBCs. You'd have people like me be like, hey, whoa, listen here, buddy. You've copy and pasted the same League SBCs for the past few years. We've expected a Jumbo Gold Pack tradable. Where's my Jumbo Gold Pack, EA? Where's it at? Yeah, you're like me. I grew up with COD, FIFA my whole life. I'll always play them, but like last FIFA, I didn't think it was great, but I still put like 300 hours in because I'll play every year. It's my childhood. Yep. And like my thing too is I have a different view when it comes to those two video games. Other games, I want to get my money's worth for sure. I want it to be a good game if I plan on buying it. Specifically for Call of Duty and FIFA, I will, no matter what, this might be a bad take to have, but it's the take I have. I will always buy the game, usually the most expensive version, and whether I play for 1 month or 12 months or 2 years or 5 years, it is always worth the purchase. I mean, content creation-wise, the game pays for itself for EAFC. But for Call of Duty, it's like, if I can get a single weekend where some of my best mates are able to get back on the game with me, and we're able to party up like the good old days, that's like going out and having a nice dinner with friends and family for the price. That's worth it to me. Everything else past that is just an additional bonus. And that's the way I choose to look at it. Whether that's the right way to look at it, whether that's the wrong way, that's just the way I view it. For me, I get to max. Do I get to master prestige or max? I get, if there's 10 prestiges, I get to the 10th prestige where I can start getting to like the level 1000, but I never get to the level 1000 for those, for Call of Duty. For FIFA, I usually get close to the end of each battle pass or season pass. I get 10 million plus coins. Grind the menus like crazy. We ended the year last year with like thousands of packs still left to be opened. Thing people have to realize, as well as if you don't want to play champs, don't play it. They're not forcing you. People feel forced though, societally though, because it's a way they have to prove themselves. They have to show they can get a certain amount of wins in Foot Champs. See, I've seen COD will always pay for it because I enjoy it. I feel like I get my money's worth, even if the game ain't great. But like that, because I played them for years, I don't play many other games. True, yeah. But the other games do play it. Make sure I get my money's worth. 100%. I bought Borderlands 4 because I was bored before FIFA came out. It was a week before FIFA came out. I'm like, I'm not going to make it this week. I get to play with one of my literal best friends. Even for just a single weekend, it's going to be worth the purchase of that game. And then when FIFA dies down, when I've gone as far as I can in COD, next spring and summer, I plan on grinding the crap out of Borderlands, and there's going to be more DLC and more stuff in the game. So I'll be able to go on and it'll be even more fun. So, will you be grinding for Mbappe? If we get League SBCs within the next week, yes, 100%. But let me confirm with you guys exactly what I plan on doing. Whether I grind for him or not, all my walkouts that I get will go into my club and SBC storage. I will not complete a single SBC team until I'm in dire straits to do so. Every single thing will be stored, even if I'm on pace to do Mbappe. If we get League SBCs and I'm knocking out 85 potential squads with the ratings I'm getting, I'm not submitting a single one until close to the end where I feel like I'm on good pace. I already know I'm accidentally going to submit a Sun Moon card eventually. Like Rocket League, I bought that in 2016. I put over 1,000 or 2,000 hours. Can't remember, but I enjoyed it. Where do I see... 1,206 hours into the PS5 version of FC25. 284 into that. FIFA 23. 1,851 hours. 740 hours. FIFA 22. 1,499 hours. 713 hours. FIFA 21. 1,077 hours. FIFA 20. 2,009 hours. Where's Black Ops 3? $2,401 hours. Like, I get my money's worth out of games. Infinite hours. I have close to 2 weeks already on EAFC 26. My console stays open for most of the time. I turn it off like in the evening when I go to bed, but throughout the day I'll just relist things. Especially on the weekends, I'll have AFK games going. Black Ops 3 was forever my favorite Call of Duty, and I think will always be my favorite Call of Duty of all time. The multiplayer was so good, the movement system was so good, competitive was so good, zombies was so good. I almost got to level 1,000 in both multiplayer and zombies because they were different leveling systems. I think I even played the campaign, and usually I don't play campaigns. Black Ops 3, I had like 1,800 hours. I loved FC26. Barely played since obviously been ill, but I've gone 70 hours on it. Yeah. But also, too, it's like the funny thing with Black Ops 7 is already people are starting to get upset with, like, zombies, for example. People want more than, like, the individual map. Okay, understandable. But I like the fact that we're able to play on the kind of starting map with limited stuff. It feels like a completely different zombies experience than when we'll eventually touch the full game. Also, too, this is like the first year we've gotten zombies ever in a beta. So it's like you get to try zombies before buying the game. That's insanely good. Usually you just have to get your hopes up and get disappointed after you buy it. Now they're giving you an option to get disappointed for free. You should be thanking them. Sunderland's looking to sign this guy. It's like an absolute baller. Now, because you have to pre-order to play the beta? This weekend, yes. But I believe next weekend's open beta, right? Or is it these past few days have been pre-order, but this weekend's open beta? I bought the game, so I have no idea which one it is. But you can get beta codes and streams as well. You don't actually have to buy the game to even play right now. Watch me pack Mbappe's gold. Alright. After I open these gold common packs, we'll make all into gold upgrades. I hope it this weekend because I pre-ordered FIFA, but I'm getting Black Ops 7 for like my birthday in November. So FIFA is early. Birthday present COD is also one of my birthday presents. Did I have a stroke reading that sentence? Yeah, I like how COD's not coming out in October this year. I like how we have to wait a little bit. Last year it came out in October, I'm pretty sure. Hey! Another first owner Sunderland player. Come on! Let's go. Gold. I get them both, but because I play FIFA a bit more, I pre-order it before my birthday, whereas COD I get out on my birthday. That makes sense. So both birthday gifts, just one early. Yeah, that makes sense. I get that. Steve, nice. So, dude, that was 2023 this happened. I remember the BPM guys did, in November, Player of the Month Mbappe. Doing BPM League SBCs, objectives, and they got them done. Lacazette. Dude, I feel like you could make a whole Evo account of like past super meta cards that you've enjoyed in past FIFAs, and you'd have like 100 plus cards that are still in the game you could do it with. Another Brahim. Moreno. Hi there, how's it going? You made much profits? Yes, sir. Lots of profits today. Fabio Silva looks like a baller. Brian Gill. Ray as well. Nice, nice, nice. All right. Gold upgrade time. Made it out the trenches. What are you grinding for? Initial stages of Mbappe in case we get League SBCs by next week. Or any other player SBC that comes out. Either way, we're set. And if you guys don't understand what I mean by that, let me explain a little bit. With untradeable pack pulls, both in your club and in your dupe storage, we have 100 dupe storage play. So in theory, whether or not you are debating on starting, whether it's Mbappe, whether you're debating on starting a other player SBC, you don't have to submit a single squad. You could just over time collect the fodder in your club, kind of keep note of what you have so far. If you keep getting dupes of the same fodder, send it to your dupe storage. And then by the time you get closer to the end of the SBC, or if time's running low, you can have a really good idea of whether or not you have enough to actually finish it, rather than start a player and not finish them. So you could, at the same time as waiting on an SBC to come out or not knowing whether or not you want to start it, grind on the side, whether that's things like gold upgrades, the repeatables on Mondays, League SBCs when they come out. And if you're not going at a fast enough speed to attain it, you just don't submit anything. But that allows you to, if something comes out that you do want to do, like let's say an Icon SBC comes out, where you have a chance at a max 88 rated Icon, you could do it instantly. So that's something I want to do a lot more this year with our R2G account specifically. Is really stock fodder. We got League SBCs in the second to last week of October last year. Wouldn't surprise me if we got it at the same exact time or a little sooner. Because I have a feeling EA is going to hear the complaints about nothing to get Mbappe with. And they might send us League SBCs early. And in which format? Probably copy and paste of last year would be my guess. Libin Sud might be adjusted because there's no Acuna, Ledesma, or Cotes. And a lot of the gold commons as well are no longer. So it might be harder to get that rated. Alright, I'm going to hit record. Alright, dudes, we got 5 75 plus times 2 packs. Can we get anything good? A walkout to start. A center back walkout. Who could it be? Bundesliga. Cold! We'll take a Jonathan Tah. W fodder. W fodder. And just as we were talking about how to save up fodder, whether you're going for Mbappe or another SBC without even having to submit an SBC section, we get some fodder to start off. That's awesome. Left wing French. Not the French winger I'm looking for. But we'll take Bussy! Dude, do you remember the team of the season, Bussy? How we had like 15 of her in our dupe storage at the end of FC 25 that we constantly saved? That was the best, man. Right back, Prem. Spanish. Nada. My wife, Bussy. Tolisso and Pedro Porro. Dude, walk out in a 75 double, though. And people say they aren't good. To be fair, that was an objective one. It wasn't the gold upgrade one. But still. Good to build up low-rated fodder. I feel like I get a lot of 83s to 85s in gold upgrades. Serie A. 80 and 80, or 78. Alright, dudes, if you did enjoy the RTG episode today, do me a favor, smack that like button, subscribe if you're new. We're 1-0 FUT Champs so far. I'm going to play most of my FUT Champs games later this weekend, so for the next episode of the RTG, I'm not sure if it's going to be on there, but yeah, hopefully we get some good rewards. Take it easy. God bless. Brady, you do unlimited of these? Right now, BPM. Our BPM method, and you just don't stop. Are the packs from Mbappe tradable? Yes. Whether all of them are, I'm not sure, but a lot of them are. I can check real quick if you want. Can you explain the method? We have a video on it that explains it step by step if you guys are ever interested on how to make unlimited coins and packs from Bronze Pack Method. It is the pinned video in chat titled How to Make Unlimited Coins with Bronze Pack Method, BPM and FC 26. Highly recommend giving that a watch if you want to understand kind of at any level how you can continue to make packs and coins and never run out. Better ways to kind of invest / trade, how to find the value of things. Yeah, also with that, I would also recommend our silver player video, which is in the description as well. How to make unlimited coins with silvers. That has made us over 1 million coins already in this game cycle. So if you guys are looking for low-end tips, that works really well. Yeah, let's take a look. He has a jumbo gold pack. Yeah. They're all tradable. See, this is more like it, though. Rare mega packs and rare player packs. EA is finally not being stingy with the 89 packs. Remember when these used to be like the worst things ever? I only got 6k FIFA points with the early edition, but I packed Desai and Bale, Putelis, into 7.5. Nice, man. Dude, the second I see the jumbo gold, I get happy. You know the deal. God is in the high, God is in the low, God is in the fine, in the afternoon. He's in the middle, no, he's right in the middle. Ooh, picky. God is in the high, God is in the low. Oh! That would have been golden. Can you remember what FIFA was doing this Euro? Joe Gomez, SBC, he goes pack Euro, Roman Diaz, tradable 2 mil. He was so he could complete the SBC with the rest of his fodder. 2 mil just sat there. Dang. Dang. Can you explain the method? You lose a lot of coins? Bronze pack method? Pin video if you need help with that. Did someone ask about me streaming? How's it going, mate? Jay, what's up, buddy? You sold Puskas for 2.05 mil. Bought him for 2.4 9 days ago. LOL. Menu legs all the time. The fastest way to snipe is on the actual market. Is it actually faster than this? I find this is faster. I find it's easier for me to snipe this way. It's so fast, not the compare price button, but the other button. So the setup is low price. They go into the market, and then left button on your little 4-button bit. Do you just bid on silvers for unlimited coins on silver method? Or how we make a majority of our coins? A majority of our coins are from silvers, yes. Oh, you're talking about the compare price. Yeah. Compare price has a hard time refreshing, though, in my opinion. Would you agree or disagree with that? Guzan was one of those I was looking at. Dang it. God is in the high, God is in the low, God is in the fire in the afterglow, chasing the brittle. No, he's right in the middle. Ooh. I feel like if we can get a Baresi to pop up for a little bit of an undercut, that'd be nice. So Coleman starts popping up at 220. There's not a lot of them. Huh. 219. Earlier today, the highest he sold for was 260. But he has a lot of like 220 sales. There's a 206 snipe. $20. $37, $219. About wingers. Who's the cheapest winger? Go. Oh, I thought that Barnes was like a 100K snipe. Why do you like Sunderland? Because I love Sunderland. Why don't you love Sunderland is the actual question. Right in the middle. I do not love them nor love them. I didn't have a Prem team to support growing up. My buddy was a United fan. I played against him in FIFA. I did random teams, landed on Sunderland. Wanted to start watching them, started watching them, fell in love. And ever since then, it's been downhill for my whole adult life. Up until now. Who is this? Sissy. How many Rivaldos on the market? What are you doing, buying an icon? Finally, no more mid-team? Shut up. So he sold for 617 today. You got as low as 550 though. Heroes. Sue. So I calculated how much will be on my whole transfer list after tax, 210K. So by Monday I should be on like 315K because champs. I'm expecting 30 to 50K minimum. Hopefully, then trading depends. How much time I got depends if I can make more or less. Nice. Don't worry, your friend has it worse with United. Ooh, I got an idea. Four. Ooh, that's tempting. That is tempting. That is gone. Oh no. 175. How about what's the cheapest cornerstone right now? Gil was from last week, right? I know he was. Goalkeeper was nice, the filter. How about a special card goalkeeper? Ooh. There we go. See how they don't have the coins to do it right now? Gomez was the week one, right? Yeah. Dude, Terrelin for 11K or under feels extremely cheap, does she not? For an 85? Let's see if I can flip that. Out of pack Flory. Oh, was the market glitched? There's other some at 10.75. That was weird. How about Heroes? Can we play? I'm saving most of my games for Sunday. We're undefeated so far in Foot Champs. Alright, I'm going to call it a stream, boys. I'm going to get up for the Sunderland game tomorrow. Take it easy, guys. God bless. Have a good night. Peace. I'm still getting like 15, 20 silver some for 300 per realist. Nice. Alright, take it easy, guys.